What's up guys, ACCardShark back again, back with another Brick and Mortar Mondays. Gonna be heading back to Lucky Funtime again in Argyl. I know I've been hitting there pretty much every week now, but basically they keep getting stuff in that I'm looking for, so I'm gonna go back up there and we're gonna hit that up and come back to the game room and show you what I picked up. So I'm gonna head out now to Argyl and then pick up my stuff, come back and show you what I picked up. Alright guys, back from Lucky Funtime up in Argyl. I picked up a lot of cool stuff. There's basically two things that I picked up that are quote-unquote normal. I picked up two NES games they had that I didn't have for my collection yet. First game is Deja Vu. I've found this a bunch of times, just was overpriced, and this was $4, and that's pretty much where it should be. That's pretty much what it's worth, is $4. So I did pick up Deja Vu. As you can see, the label's in really good shape, so I picked that one up. And then I picked up, I believe, another American Video Entertainment, and just another one of those crazy black cartridges here, and just one I didn't have yet, and it's called Tiles of Fate. And it's also for the NES, as you can see, Tiles of Fate. And I didn't show you the spine on the other one, but the Tiles of Fate, I believe, according to my app, was worth like this was $10. I think it's worth about 12 or so, so that was pretty good. There's the spine on Deja Vu, looking good. So I did pick up two NES games I didn't have. Didn't even bother looking at the Master System, and that's pretty much for a good reason. The major thing that I went up there for, which I knew I was going up there for because I've been keeping in contact with them via Facebook, was something I've been looking for a while. And if you guys remember my last episode, I picked up a Super Famicom because, again, I kept in contact with them via Facebook. They said they got one in. I had asked them to look for one for me. This one here is the other one I was looking for, the other like holy grail I was looking for, at least for now, and that is a Famicom. As you guys know, this is the Famicom, which is equivalent to the NES in Japan. Obviously here are the controllers, which they're actually permanently just hooked up to the back here. So as you can see, they're all original controllers, which is awesome. And then the second one has the microphone built in right here. It has the the B&A. It's exactly the same as the Famicom, or I'm sorry, as the NES. But this one looks to be in really awesome shape. He had it hooked up for me at the store before I even got there, so I could see it in action. It works beautifully, just really awesome. So I did pick up a brand new Famicom system, which I'm going to hook up to the TV here. Hopefully, maybe do some gameplay for you guys on some games. So because I did pick that up, I wanted to pick up some games for there, just so I had some stuff to play. So I'm going to run through. I picked up a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 games just to start me out. I already have Mario 1 and Doki Doki Panic, as you guys saw in a previous video. But I wanted to pick up some classics, stuff that I didn't really have to read the Japanese, games I'm going to know how to play without reading any instructions. And I wanted to start off with classics. I mean, just the same as if you're starting off with the NES. So I did pick up Tetris, and obviously these are all for the Famicom system. I picked up Tetris. I picked up Ghostbusters, which is really awesome. This one I'm really stoked about, actually. Excitebike. I remember playing Excitebike as a kid all the time, and it's gonna be the same game, obviously, as if I popped the NES version in. But just to have the Japanese version, I think it's just pretty cool. So, a game that I actually have, I have gotten a world record on. I just never submitted it to Twin Galaxies. 10-yard fight. Again, as you can see here, you've got it's just all in Japanese and everything. But all the numbers look to be all standard and everything else. So that one actually may play almost exactly the same and may not have that much Japanese going on. So 10-yard fight. And then I've got the Goonies 2, which is really awesome. Not the greatest of games, but a classic nonetheless. I want to say this one is the game Yoshi. I mean, obviously it's Yoshi because you see it's a green cart with Yoshi on it. But I believe Yoshi's Cookie actually has him with cookies on the front, I believe. So I want to say this is the game Yoshi, but either way, it's a classic. It's got Yoshi on it, and it's just like, I mean, it's just so much fun with the multicolored Japanese writing on it. That's really awesome. I picked up Ice Climber, and again, I only know these because of the graphics on the front. I can't read the Japanese on there, but I'm just, again, it may not be Ice Climber. I'm almost 99.9% sure it is, because I mean, if you look at the graphics, that's pretty much Ice Climber right there. If not, it's kind of fun looking. So I picked up Dr. Mario, obviously Japanese Famicom version. I picked up Mario Open Golf. And it's got some writing on it, which it's actually kind of cool. Apparently it's time to wake up. That was my alarm. It's got some Japanese writing on it, which means like someone in Japan was like, you know, like just like people on the NES games back in the day, they you know, wrote their names on it and stuff. I'm guessing that this is somebody in Japan writing their name or something on it, because as you can see, there's marker on there. I think that's kind of cool, actually. I actually like to have the writing on it when it's like that. One game I picked up from Mindy, it's just a generic game, but she really loves playing this game. That's Mahjong. She's a big Mahjong fan, so I picked that one up so she could play that one. I did pick up Hogan's Alley. And I love the color carts. I love the fact that they have different color carts. I think that's awesome. But yeah, Hogan's Alley I picked up. And this one is actually a bootleg cartridge, much like the Doki Doki Panic game. But he was telling me at the store that, you know, it's tested, it works, it's all good. I think it's kind of a cool idea. But as you can see, there's 4 games in one. And this is not an official Nintendo cartridge, if it will ever clear up there. There you go. So as you guys can see, on the one side there's Duck Hunt, on the other side of the top there's Wild Gunman, on the bottom there's Hogan's Alley, and on the other side it's called Water Pipe 1. But that's what that really is the original Mario Brothers, with the crabs going through the pipes and everything. So it's 4 games in one on one cartridge, which I just think is awesome. And like he said, basically when you put it in the Famicom, that you have to hit the reset button, and that's like the game select switch. So basically that's kind of cool. I'm glad that he can like school me in these things, because I've never had a Famicom. So so as you can see, I picked up all these games for, you know, to start me out with my collection, along with the Mario Brothers and Doki Doki Panic that I picked up from a week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. So I mean, that alone is epic enough. It ends up that he got something else that came in, which happens to go with the Famicom, and I couldn't turn it down. I had to bring it home with me, and that is the Nintendo Famicom disk system. So as you can see, it is the disk system, which they had the 3.5 floppy versions of games that hooks up directly to the Famicom, and they play together. The problem with these is that most of the time they don't come with the adapters. I've looked them up on eBay before, and they never come with the adapter, and you have to buy that separately. It's 2 different expenses, 2 different shippings. This one came with it. So as you can see, this is the adapter system that plugs, the one plug goes directly into the back of the disc system, and then if you're going to play a disc game, what happens is you plug this part directly into the Famicom system on the top, and it just plugs in like that, and then you put your game disc in through the disc system, and then that's how you play those. It is able to run off of AC, but with how many power bricks I have set up here, I decided to go the route of batteries. It takes 6 C-cell batteries. The batteries, they say, typically last about 5 months, and that's if you play like every day. Which, you know, I'm not going to play this every day, but so I figure those batteries should last for a long time, and it's one less power brick I need to plug into my wall. So I just think this thing's awesome. I mean, it's in beautiful condition, as you can see, and basically on the shelf, I just dropped one of the controllers. On the shelf, basically, it's going to be sitting like this. So you've got the Famicom resting on top of the disc system. You can put the disc in right through there, and you know, it's all good. So on top of that, he also threw in something to get me started on my disc collection. It comes with its case. There's really no markings to show you what this is, but this is actually Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan. So this is the original Super Mario Bros. 2, the way it was meant to be, which looks just like Mario Bros. 1, just really hard. You know, the poison mushrooms, the harder enemies, all that kind of stuff. On disc. So this is actually playable in the disc drive, which he also had playing on the TV and everything as well. So I mean, it comes with its original Nintendo sleeve, which has all the Japanese writing on it, and then that all goes into this plastic case here, which then protects the disc itself. So he threw that in as well with the disc system, which I think is awesome. And then he also threw in the Famicom Light Zapper. And he was saying that actually, as you play it, when you shoot the duck or shoot Hogan's Alley, whatever, it actually it has a speaker right here, which ours in America did not have, and it actually makes a gun sound as you shoot it. So I think that's pretty freaking cool. So he threw that in with the package as well, and bundled that all together for me, as well as the 2 NES games. And then the last thing I picked up, if that again wasn't cool enough, is this little, I don't even know if it's worth anything. I really don't care. I just think it's really awesome for my collection because I like Nintendo so much, the old school Nintendo at least. As you guys know, Nintendo made playing cards. They were a card company prior to making video games. They made all different kinds of cards, trading cards, playing cards like a deck of cards, all different cards. They were a card company in Japan. What they came across and what I bought from them is an old deck of Nintendo playing cards. So basically, it has this sleeve here. JAL, I believe, was Japan Airlines, I want to say, if I remember correctly. I looked it up to see like where JAL came from. I'm pretty sure it was Japan Airlines. And it's like a slip cover. So you take that off, and then you've got basically like a hard box with the cards inside, which it says JAL on the cards. And then on the back here, as you can see, it says Nintendo. So it's got the Nintendo logo prior to anybody ever seeing it on a video game. As you can see, if it clears up, it says Japan right there. It says Nintendo right there. And if you open it up, you've got the pack of JAL playing cards, which are still sealed. They were never opened, still sealed. And it also comes with like a little instruction sheet, a little caution, directions for use, which comes in both English on the bottom here and Japanese on top. So the instructions are still there. The cards are still sealed, which obviously I'm not going to open them. I'm almost positive it would just be all standard playing cards like kings, queens, jacks, that kind of thing. But I mean, for me working in a casino with cards all day and being a Nintendo fan of old school Nintendo the way I am, to have an old Nintendo branded deck of cards that they made prior to video games ever existing for them, it's just so epic for me to have in my collection, just to have up on the shelf over there and just to know I have it. I just think it's so just amazing. It's just so cool to me. So so that was the last thing I picked up there from Lucky Funtime, guys. They have lots of cool stuff. I mean, they are like I said, I can't recommend them enough, guys. I've said it every episode. If you're looking for NES, all the American stuff, they have a lot of the retro American stuff. Personally, this is the first place that I've come across that I could find a lot of the Japanese stuff, and I've always wanted to get into the Japanese gaming. So this is where I'm going, at least from them. They have the selection, they have the stuff that comes in. He's willing to go out and look for stuff for you if you're looking for something specific, like I told him I was looking for, now that I've got the disc system, I'm looking for Legend of Zelda on disc. And he said he would keep his eyes out for me. So I mean, really, really awesome guys. They're all about the games. They're very knowledgeable. They can get the stuff that you're looking for. They'll go out and specifically look for you. If your fans on the Facebook page, if you're local, can get to the store. Like I said, they posted their Famicom and the disc system and the cards up saying like, hey, look what we just got in. And I commented, I said how much. They'll tell me how much. And I asked them, hey, can you hold it for me? And they ended up holding it for close to a week for me. I mean, I couldn't get in there because it's about half an hour from my house. I couldn't get in there until Wednesday, which, even though it's Brick and Mortar Mondays, I know, guys. But I couldn't get in there till Wednesday, and they were more than happy to hold everything for me, and because they know that I was good for it and coming in to make the sale and everything like that. So they know that they're going to sell it to me. But they were willing to hold it all for almost a week for me. So, I mean, they're just, like I said, awesome people up there, guys. They know their stuff. Their prices are fair. Their selection is great. And they will go out of their way to help you look for stuff if you're looking for certain stuff. So, just all around 2 thumbs up for this store, guys, up in Penn Argyl. Lucky Funtime is pretty much my new favorite place to go. And, I will be returning there probably within a couple of weeks or so. For now, I'm kind of set on my Japanese stuff. And as far as like, spending money and having stuff to play, I'm set for a little while. So, but I will be back up there again sometime soon. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to try my best to hook this thing up and to get maybe some video gameplay. As soon as I figure out how I can go about doing that, I'll probably have to go through a VCR and all that kind of stuff because it's all RF. So I'm going to try my best, maybe try to get some Japanese gameplay for you guys, which I know a lot of people don't have the privilege of trying. And I'm so stoked that I finally do have the privilege of trying out these Japanese games. So I will try my best to get that together for you guys. And so look forward to that. And that's about it. So until next time, guys, ACCardShark, take care.